We're talking NL East. And Ken, what I find interesting is the top 4 teams in the NL East are all, by the odds makers, looked at as 4-1 or better to win the division. You will get short odds on all of them. So that's 4 pretty good teams. How do we begin to think about separating them?
Well, I think it's really just going to depend on availability, Joel. 162 games will kind of balance that out and tell a clearer picture. But when we're talking about 60 games, it's who's available. And so far, the Nationals and the Braves in particular have suffered to have guys available just in camp, whereas the Mets have done better in that regard, and the Phillies as well.
Well, what's interesting, of course, the 2 teams you mentioned, the Braves have won the NL East the last 2 years. The Nationals were the wild card last year, but they ended up with a little thing called the World Championship. The Mets finished 3rd. Are the Mets positioned to jump over those 2 and in a shortened season win this thing?
They are, as long as Jacob deGrom is okay. As long as, even if it's not necessarily ready for opening day, ready to give them 10 starts, 11 starts, if not 12. Then I think the Mets are in pretty good shape. They have a lot of talent. That lineup really is imposing. And then the bullpen, we know the ceilings of those guys. They just have to deliver.
Yeah, I would say when it comes to lineup, that fans need to remember this is a year where the designated hitter is going to be used in the National League, and that sets the Mets up well, whether it's Cespedes, whether it's giving Alonso a day off and putting Dominic Smith in the field. They have a lot of bats to throw at it. I agree with you. I think it's going to come down to deGrom, and can the guys behind deGrom without Noah Syndergaard really hold up their end of the bargain? You know, one of the teams we're looking at also is the Phillies, and they have a new manager who New York fans are familiar with, Joe Girardi. I wonder what you think his impact will be on the Phillies.
I think it will be significant. I think Joe Girardi is a guy who changes the culture, and that's what they wanted, right? Gabe Kapler didn't work out. So changes the culture, and a guy you can have complete faith in from the first pitch to the last out. So I think he can be a real difference maker.
Yeah, Ken, I think you hit 2 of the key words there. Faith. The players aren't going to have any doubt about his authority and knowledge and ability to manage your game. And competence. He's a terrifically competent guy at this. And I think in a shortened season, the ability to manage a bullpen, he's excellent at it. And to understand how to bring urgency every day. I think that helps the Phillies. Who else will be helped this year? We're going division by division. Check out nypost.com for each of the 6 divisions.